was making things. So I think growing up, my mom especially, because she did a lot of painting at the house and just working a lot with your hands, I think I had that in the house a lot. But it was very subconscious. It was just, I really liked working with my hands because it was just a way to express and just to be busy. I think, yeah, well, now that you're mentioning it, I do remember things. So in school, I wasn't really good at languages, I had a lot of problems with like reading. And so when there was something to do with making things, I really was able to get myself out. And for the first time, I really got a compliment from a teacher being like, oh, that looks really nice. And I think as a child, if a lot of things don't really go well in like reading or the subjects that you struggle with, and then suddenly something that you enjoy, you're actually a bit better at. It gives you a lot of like, oh, I actually can do something. I think that was quite a memorable memory for me. Definitely. Well, I did dancing when I was a child because I had a lot of energy inside of me. I was quite shy, but I loved moving, so I did dancing, and I did a lot of like story making. But I think it was more like painting and drawing and all of that kind of stuff. Yeah. I really enjoyed history and social studies. I did enjoy art, but more like art history, which was actually, I really liked learning about why certain things were the way they are and actually always asking questions of why something is like that. And I think in creativity, you do that a lot. It's like always questioning, why is this coat yellow? Okay, why are these trousers green, for example? And yeah. Not really as much. You have two sides. You do either the social sides, which is more like history, geography, and languages, or you have like the biology and chemistry side, and that's really it. So I went for the history, French language side. Yeah. Yeah, very much. I was really lucky. I went to a school that did a lot with art, and I actually took some extra courses through my school to also learn about different styles of art. So I got to learn more about fashion and printmaking and art science and all specific realms of the art, and it kind of yeah, it kind of grew into a bigger world for me because you only think about like classical paintings and that's what you learn in school, but not really about that, graffiti is an art and clothing is an art, and that's actually quite amazing. So yeah, I think I was 16. I had to redo a year in school because I kind of failed my language classes and all of that, and so I had a lot of time to work more with the arts that I had in school. And it was then that I thought, it would be actually really lovely if I could just work with my hands, because I was struggling a bit with the like, the having to sit still and think all the time. So I think that was a moment for me to, yeah. So I decided to do interactive media design, which is at the academy in The Hague. It's like an art school, but they focus more on mediums and concepts, and how to adapt that to the world. So working a lot with other people, and I think that collaboration I was really interested in, and then finding solutions or concepts to make something, to be able to change something, or yeah. Well, so first of all, in my first year, it was really tough to go to art school, and I was like, I can't do this. It's too intense. Um, but I had a really good conversation with my parents, and they said, you love doing this, and this is only 1 year of your life, or like 4 years of your life. If you really enjoy making, continue. And then in my second year, I realized I could go on an Erasmus exchange because I was more interested in the performance side of my course, so performances and interaction. And I decided to do an Erasmus in Wales, and that's how I got to meet Royal Welsh, or the school Royal Welsh, and their design department. And I thought, is this actual a thing? I didn't know it was something you could study, because we don't have it really a lot in the Netherlands, that you could actually design for stage, because normally it's like acting, or you become a director or a dancer or a performer, but to design the clothing and the props and the whole stages. Yeah, really good. My first year when I came, it was in COVID, but my first year when I did my first two subjects there, I thought, yeah, this is what I want to do, which was really empowering actually. And especially during that time in COVID, where you had a lot of time to focus on the thing in front of you, because you couldn't do an extra job, which I normally would do, and you couldn't like go places, so you were really focusing on the thing in front of you, and I think that was really good. Yeah. I think if I look back on my own journey, it's really important to keep experimenting and kind of following what you like, because there's so much and it's so overwhelming as well. But if you kind of look at what you're interested in, you're able to kind of find your own way, and definitely keep making, and you will find something that you will enjoy. And yeah.